Welcome to a video from thedigitallife.com. In this video we're going to have a look at 3 home security camera systems from Hive, Blink and Arlo. This is the Arlo Pro that I've got installed up there, and we're going to look at which are easy to set up, which are easy to run, and some of the features you get with them. So that's the Arlo camera there. So that's the Blink XT I've got mounted up there. Really easy to mount these, actually, just a single screw that fits that bracket to the wall like that. Now Arlo and Blink both have base units. This is the Blink base unit, small little thing, plugs in USB power. It has got a USB port on there for programming, I think. And then the Arlo, a bit bigger. The Arlo's a bit bigger. That's got a USB storage option, which is plugged in there. In fact, there's 2, and Ethernet as well. So the Arlo's a bit bigger. It's got the option of USB storage and Ethernet. Blink smaller, just with Wi-Fi. The Hive doesn't actually need a base unit at all. Both Arlo and Blink are really easy to install. Single screw bracket. I've got an extended bracket on there, and they're wireless, so you don't need any cabling at all. Hive, simple to install on the wall, but it does need cabling. This is the indoor version of the Hive camera. They're doing an outdoor version as well. So that's the Hive camera. This is the indoor version. They're doing an outdoor version. The other 2 cameras I'm testing are outdoor, but Hive's doing an outdoor one. But it does require power. As you can see, I've got power to go up to there. So if you're installing it outside, that's going to be an issue. In terms of setting the cameras up, you see, installation is pretty similar to all 3, apart from the Hive does require the cabling. The actual setup is done through the apps. There's apps for Arlo, Hive and Blink, and they're all pretty similar really. The Arlo and Blink, you just set the base units up first and add the cameras to them. You use the QR code to scan it on the Blink app. Arlo, it detects them, and then you're up and running with these apps. Hive, there's no base unit, so for Hive you just add the camera straight through the Hive app, and it copies the wireless down to the wireless settings down to the camera. I did have a couple of issues setting up initially, but it was just sort of Wi-Fi dropping off, but overall they're all pretty much similar for setting it up. Hive, unlike the others, does offer other things as heating, sensors, lights, that kind of thing. Arlo and Blink are just about cameras. So you've got multiple options. Arlo, Blink and Hive also have motion sensing and alerts. You get an alert on your phone to tell you that there's activity, and there you can see me setting up the camera before, and you get a video playback and an alert as well. All 3 systems offer this alert method. All 3 systems offer the alert method. They've got various storage plans. Hive gives you the last 24 hours. Blink gives you what appears to be an undetermined amount of storage, but it tells you it recycles it. It's currently at 3%, and I've got, this is just over a month's worth of camera clips on there. Arlo gives you 7 days, and you can pay for more storage for Hive and Arlo. Arlo also gives you that USB storage as well, so that you don't need to sign up for any plan if you want to if you want to have extra storage. Which is better on video quality? Well, it's difficult to say. They're all pretty similar. You see, that's a nice, it's a good quality. That's 720p. You can change it to 1080p. You have got the option to adjust the video settings in here. The more optimization you do on the video settings, the audio quality and so on, the higher the video quality, the more battery life it takes and more storage. All 3 have got similar options in terms of quality. You've got low, medium and high. Hive and Arlo also have that as well. So there you can see me on there, setting the camera up. It's a bit more fisheye on the Blink than it is on Arlo, but all really good quality cameras in day mode. So they have night mode as well. This is the there you can see, this is the camera up at the top. This is the indoor one. So all good quality in day mode. They also have night vision mode. All 3 have night vision mode, sensing dark sensing and switch over to night vision mode. So there you can see night vision mode there, sort of like black and white effect. In terms of batteries, well, obviously Hive doesn't have batteries. Arlo and Blink have battery operated. Blink takes 2 AAs and Blink say it can last 2 years. You don't get a lot of information on this. I've only had this camera set up for just over a month, so you don't really know how long the batteries are going to last. Currently it says battery okay, so it's difficult to say really how long they're actually going to last. Obviously the more sensitivity, the longer the clip length, you can adjust that. I might actually put that up a bit. 20 seconds there. The longer the clip length, the more battery it's going to take, and obviously the more motion that's outside, so it's a busy area, going to take more battery. Arlo battery 45%. I found I'm getting just over 2 months for a rechargeable battery pack, and I actually got another rechargeable battery and a charger, so I can just hot swap them. You just take the camera down, open the back, put the battery in, put it back up again. So that's the quickest way. Swapping AAs as well is just as quick. So that's good. The battery, obviously battery is important for me because I didn't want to do any wiring. When it comes to the apps, there's not actually a lot of difference. The Arlo one, I guess it's a little bit more sophisticated. I've got some multiple cameras on there, that's why you can see more. But like I said, you've got these different status modes showing you, and there's a setup mode, and there's a live view. Blink has the same thing. You can have a live view. There's no separate setup mode, but doesn't really make a difference. So both systems I found were all 3 systems I found equally good with the apps. Hive does have the advantage that it's I'm running Hive heating, which has a bridge, and that bridge will connect to Hue lights, so I can actually control Hue lights through here, something the other 2 systems can't do. In terms of signal strength, well, you do have to worry about Wi-Fi signal strength for Hive because that's using your main Wi-Fi. For Blink, it uses the base unit. You can see, so that's the strength from the camera to the sync unit and the sync unit to the Wi-Fi, so that shows you on there. For Arlo, it does show you signal strength on there as well. So it's good. But Arlo is obviously its own system for Wi-Fi. I've had no issues with any of them dropping off. Hive occasionally, but certainly Blink and Arlo haven't dropped off at all. Now, having the base stations does give you some advantages. Things like on the base station on Arlo, you have got the option of an alarm, which is downstairs in the room, but you can probably hear that. So I can trigger that manually on here, or I can use motion sensing from the camera to trigger the alarm. So you can, if it detects motion, it will trigger the alarm for 10 seconds. I don't use that because this is on my front door, but you could use that. And even if someone's at your front door messing about you and with your, say, your door handle or something, and you're not happy with what's going on, you can trigger the alarm from anywhere with the app here as well. So anywhere you've got internet connection. All 3 apps work as well without local network connection. They're all cloud based. Another thing that you can do a bit of IFTTT integration. So IFTTT allows you to create notifications and actions. So I could have there we go, IFTTT, that if the member of the family arrives home, disable Arlo. So Arlo has a trigger and action, so you can trigger it through motion sensor or through recording or audio, and then the action could be enabled, disabled, that kind of thing. Or the other way, you can have a different trigger, something like motion, like arriving at home, geolocation, that arms the camera or disarms the camera. That works with Arlo, and Blink also supports that as well. I didn't get that working with Hive. The other thing I should say, they all have schedules for arming and disarming the camera, and Arlo does have a geofencing mode that's beta at the moment, but you can set schedules for the arming and disarming of the cameras. So you could have the camera, say, armed at night and off during the day. Using IFTTT, you can do a bit more smart things. You could have it off when it goes dark, it uses your location to detect that, and on when it goes, off when it goes back, the light comes back on, or whatever. You can mix and match really with IFTTT. So you could have a motion sensor from, say, Samsung triggering recording on a camera from Arlo. So IFTTT gives you that options as well. They also link with Amazon Alexa as well, so I'll show you that in a second. Let's talk about price now. So the Blink XT starter kit costs £149. You can get extra cameras for £119. Arlo starter kit is on offer at £194 at the moment. Extra cameras are actually £199, which is a bit crazy really. You don't get the base unit with the extra camera. Normally the Arlo is £250 I think for the starter kit. And the Hive outdoor camera is £179. None of them require you to pay any subscription. You have got options with Arlo to have extra storage and person detection. That's US only, but you can pay for that as well. So another feature here is the Amazon Alexa integration. So this is an Echo Show, so I can say, Alexa, show front door.
Okay.
So there's the front door now through Alexa, and I can say, show garden. So that's the Arlo camera. Alexa, show garden.
Okay.
So there's the garden, and that's the Blink XT camera. So you get a bit of buffering on there. I do find that every now and again with the Blink camera. But you know, there you go. So using a show, you can see those. So which system you go for is entirely down to which features you actually need. I found Blink was probably the easiest to set up, and the lightest camera and the smallest base station. Arlo is probably a bit more rugged, feels a bit strong, a bit more well built, has a few more features like the alarm and the extra storage, and both are weatherproof I should say as well, all three are weatherproof. Hive has more links with other smart home things like heating, and can control hue lights as well, but there's no battery option. So if you're okay doing the wiring, then Hive is a good option. If you're not into doing the wiring, then you're going to look at Blink or Arlo, and you just have to decide whether you want the extra features that Arlo gives you for that slightly higher price. Personally, for me, the Arlo was the winner. That has the most comprehensive features, but Blink closely followed behind that. So thanks for watching this video. I've got a more detailed view on this on a blog post on thedigital-lifestyle.com, and I've actually got unboxing and setting up videos of Arlo, Blink and Hive, so check out our YouTube channel on that, and on thedigital-lifestyle.com. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at ISDixon.